Hi, and welcome to Storytime with Nisa. I'm so glad you're here. Wherever you are, sitting by the window, curled up in bed, or lying under the stars, this is your time to slow down, breathe deeply, and step into a world where magic still exists. So, close your eyes for a moment, dear listener. Take a slow, deep breath in and let it go. Now imagine you're walking down a quiet forest path, barefoot, the earth beneath your feet soft and warm, as if the ground itself is welcoming you. The trees on either side lean gently toward you, their branches swaying not from the wind, but as if they're bowing. Above, the sky is painted in hues of lavender and rose gold, the very last whispers of sunset melting into night. There's a hush in the air, like the world is waiting for something. For you. And just ahead, through a soft archway of flowering vines, lies a secret grove no one else knows about, a place where magic is still alive. This is the Garden of Stillness. In the center of the grove stands an ancient willow tree. Its branches drape low like shimmering curtains of silver green, rustling ever so gently. The air here is thick with wonder and just a little bit of mystery. And tonight, the willow is whispering. Most people never hear it, but Yara did. Yara was quiet, not because she had nothing to say, but because the world around her was loud. Loud with opinions, rules, interruptions, and expectations. Her voice, soft and thoughtful, always seemed to be lost in the noise. She had been told she was too gentle, too dreamy, too sensitive. She didn't fight back when others spoke over her. She didn't like arguing. She didn't want to prove her worth by being louder. She wanted to be understood. But in her village, that wasn't how things worked. So Yara spent most evenings alone, walking the meadows, collecting smooth stones, watching clouds. She dreamed of a place where softness wasn't seen as weakness, where strength could be quiet, where girls didn't have to roar to be heard, only whisper with truth. And that's when the willow began calling her. That night, as she stood under the tree, something happened. A branch gently brushed her shoulder, and in a voice made of wind and memory, it said, "You have a voice the world needs, little one. But to find it, you must journey through the 4 realms of becoming." Yara's heart skipped. "Why me?" she asked. "Because your strength is hidden, not lost, and now it's time to find it." Realm 1, the River of Doubts. Yara stepped through a shimmering doorway in the willow's bark and found herself standing before a winding river, wide, fast, and dark. The water whispered cruel things. "You're not brave enough. No one will believe in you. You're just a quiet girl. What difference can you make?" Yara felt frozen. But as she looked down at the water, she remembered something. Her grandmother used to say, "Doubts are only shadows. You are the light." So she stepped forward, not to fight the river, but to listen. And the more she listened, the more the whispers faded, until they were just echoes. Until she realized, doubt only has power if you believe it. She walked across the river on stepping stones made of courage. Not loud, not fast, but sure. Realm 2, the forest of fireflies. The trees here glowed faintly, and tiny golden lights hovered in the air. These were fireflies of forgotten dreams, each one carrying a wish someone had given up on. Yara caught one gently in her hands. Inside, she saw a tiny version of herself, drawing in the sand, whispering stories to the wind. Another firefly showed her dancing barefoot in the rain, laughing without care. A third, singing to a baby bird with a broken wing. Each light was a piece of her, the real her, the one she'd tucked away to please others. The fireflies whispered, "Your softness is your strength. Your dreams are seeds. Speak them aloud, and they will grow." So Yara did. She whispered her dreams to the trees, to the stars, to the wind. Not loudly, but with truth. And the fireflies surrounded her in a gentle storm of light. She walked out glowing. Realm 3, the garden of masks. Here, she found people wearing masks, all kinds. Some looked strong, others kind, some angry, some joyful, but no one spoke. They only performed. Yara watched as girls put on masks of perfection, masks of "I'm fine," masks of silence. Boys wore masks too, of control, of coolness, of not caring. Everyone was hiding. How? She was offered a mask too. Wear this, you'll fit in better. But Yara, now holding the glow of her firefly dreams inside her, shook her head. "I'm not here to pretend," she said, and the garden trembled. A voice from the ground rose, "Then you are free," and all the masks crumbled to petals. Yara walked forward with no disguise, just herself. Realm 4, the echoing mountain. At last, she stood before a towering mountain. It was quiet, too quiet. She began to climb, though the path was steep. She doubted, she trembled. Her voice, which had only whispered so far, wanted to speak. And at the very top, there was nothing. Just a wide open sky and silence, until the mountain itself asked, "Who are you?" And for the first time in her life, Yara answered out loud, not softly, not quietly, but with the strength of everything she had learned. "I am Yara. I am soft and strong. I am gentle and brave. I do not roar, but I will still be heard." And her voice echoed across the mountains, the rivers, the gardens, the stars, and the willow smiled. When Yara returned to her village, nothing had changed. Not at first. People still talked loudly. Some still doubted her. But Yara wasn't the same. She planted her dreams in small moments. She helped others find their whispers. She told stories that opened hearts. She never wore a mask again. And slowly, the world around her began to shift. Because strength, when it is quiet and real, changes everything. So, dear listener, if you've ever felt too soft, too quiet, too not enough, remember Yara. You don't have to be loud to be powerful. You only need to be true. Close your eyes one last time. Take a breath and listen closely. The willow is whispering to you now. Thank you for listening to Storytime with Nisa. Until next time, stay kind, stay gentle, and stay brave.